Have you caught up on part 1, part 2 of the Love, Dating, and Marriage series videos? If you haven't, here's a brief recap of what the husbands had to say.
We'll go back to the reality. A lot of women are competing with women.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was reading that.
They're competing with women because of what social media is. I'm dating a guy that has this. I'm dating a guy that has that.
Yes.
Instead of dating a guy for who he is. That's why a lot of women fail, because they're trying to date a guy to impress their friends.
I think men and women date on dating potential. I mean, because we're dating this woman to potentially be a good wife, saying she's gonna potentially be a good mother, she's gonna potentially be a helpmate, she's gonna potentially be, it's just we're all dating on potential. Yeah, good cook.
Corey, like, hold up, man. We all in the potential game right now. I think you support me in a way that doesn't make me feel inferior, or less than, or not in a leadership position in this house. You support me in a way that helped me to think through things, not just go out and make rash decisions, but actually sit down and think how these decisions that I make affect not only you, but our children and our future.
I mean, I couldn't say no better. I mean, what he said, that's just the way I feel. I mean, when you respect what I say, when you listen to what I say, you're not being overbearing and you're not being disrespectful. I mean, I really do appreciate that.
Kira, how you gonna talk about submission? About you better try.
Oh yeah, well he said he didn't have anything to say, right?
Like I said, I go back to what I said before. I think the queer supports me by pushing me to realize, because I a lot of times, I've had a lot of experiences. Some she knows about, some she doesn't know, but I have a lot of experiences that have caused me to be gun shy, for lack of better words. And I shouldn't have said come on your channel. I'm sorry.
Okay. I think if you say it was shy, maybe it's okay.
Yeah, but
it's okay.
It caused me to be gun. It's like, am I good at this? Am I able to do this? And it's a lot of, sometimes I get a lot of self-doubt, and it comes from a lot of different sources, which I'm not gonna get into on
right.
But she does support me in the fact of that, I'll give a good example. I have written this play. I just kind of tossed it to the side, and then I said, you know what? And so I just popped it down. I said, read this. And she read it. She was like, oh, this is great.
Learned to just make his life easy. I know.
I agree, because I talk all day. And when I get home, I don't want to talk too much, because I'm done. But that was our argument early on in our relationship. Oh, you ain't got nothing to say. You this and you that. Well, I've been talking all day. Yeah. And I don't want to be pretty much. I don't want to be bothered right now. I need to be compressed before I can do anything with you, because you want to be all serious and you want to be all. I don't have time for that right now.
Let's talk.
Right.
I ain't got time to talk.
Absolutely, be his piece. Was that so-and-so, you asked me to do this. You asked me to do that. I think it's important. And that's what, going back to the foundation of the conversation. How do you know he or she is the one? I never had to say, you know what, I need you to make more money. That was something that was ingrown in him, to be a leader, to make more money. We sat and we dreamed together. We're living in dreams right now. We would drive around in the neighborhoods that we now live in, driving around in the cars. But it was a process where I think that a lot of stuff that we're trying to make leverage in a relationship should just kind of be a part of who we are. I think I keep hearing, a part of who we are. I get what you're saying. Absolutely. But can you speak to, or do you also not necessarily speak to, but can you understand also that I'm gonna add him back in. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, beautiful. As much as I came with the fire and the thunder at 20, and he came with the thunder and the fire and everything at 20. life happens, babies
Right.
happen,
Right.
loss happens. All of that is beautiful. And you are absolutely right. We have to be intentional about making sure that the glue is still here. But as we grow, that's where that communication should continue to happen and say, hey, that's what I was saying earlier. Do that inventory. Like, hey, where's that A+? Where's your need base at? Where's mine? Are we good? A little less, more often? What's going on? That type of thing. So I agree with you 100%. I do. But I just also wanted to add the point of evolving in the relationship also.
Good deal. I like it.
Yeah.
That's an amazing answer. Someone else want to continue, but I did want to say one more
go
thing
ahead.
to what you said.
Go ahead, hon.
Kind of going back to what you guys had in the conversation. How you guys kind of joked how you want men to be able to read your minds or understand things before you say them. Okay, if men can do that, then I think there's a lot of other things that women need to be able to understand in us that we shouldn't have to say. For example, staying fit, staying healthy, keeping your body right. Those are conversations men don't want to have with their women. And a lot of times women know that they're getting it, but instead, okay.
I'm very
add to that.
with those conversations.
Whatever seduces you. But that's another way that a lot of you want men to be able to read your minds, and at the same time, you don't want to. We can't read yours. And so
I think that's a fantasy.
I think women want so much from.
No, I get it, but I think that's a common.
Hold on, babe.
I get it. I think that's a common thought, but I also think it's a fantasy. Because the reality is I can read her mind on some things. I can read her mind on some things. Like when I'm at the grocery store, I can hear my wife, right? Don't buy that, get that. I know her, so I know what she's gonna say, right? But then there are other things where I can't read her mind. That she may think to herself, he should know this already, and I shouldn't have to tell him this, right? Those opportunities happen as well.
Say that again. What the fuck? Say that again.
And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes she'll be upset with you for understanding in her head, correct?
No, young Melissa, yes. But see, what the funk? I think
knowing what's.
But what I think you're missing is you're looking at 3 seasoned marriages. So we're talking from the heels of the foolishness and mayhem. We're on the other side where that tango is, you know what I mean? We're dancing a lot smoother than when we were in our 20s. So a lot of your questions we're answering on the back end. Okay. Yes, 20-year-old Melissa was a mess. 20-year-old Melissa, yes, read my mind. 20-year-old, all of that. But at 48, you are absolutely correct. But our answers are going to be, no, I don't get mad at him. I have to tell him what I want, or I have to tell him what I expect. So it's a little bit different in this conversation because you are dealing with people that, like he said, I know what I should call him about, and I know what I don't have to call him about. I know what he's going to say yes to, and I know what he's not going to say yes to. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? He's frozen.
It does. It does.
Okay.
I want to address the.
All of you.
Say that again. Go ahead, honey.
You got pretty much married in your 20s, correct?
No, we were in our 30s when we got. We met.
Or is that y'all?
It's you.
Yeah, hold on. Let him say it. Say it. Repeat what you were saying.
Right, I'm gonna this up again later. I was
Vivid is.
You had all met in your, because you're saying how you have to be in it for a while and get out of it. And I was just wondering if you guys have all had like an almost 20-year marriage. But she said that they met in their 30s. So that was, but still, you guys.
Well, we met and we actually met in college. We got married.
That a lot of men do.
Yeah, we got married in our 30s, but I think our age does matter. Outside of just being married for a long time, you mature as you grow up. I mean, or as you get older, hopefully, and your needs change, your understanding change, your patience, your understanding of people. Because there are things that I thought 20 years ago that were horrible, I would never accept in a relationship. I would never do in a relationship. A lot of that has changed. I want to address when he talked about Many men don't want to tell their women that they have to stay fit and all that. Well, the idea of what fit is a lot different at 40 than it was at 20. And a part of being in a mature relationship is being able to share with your wife.
That's right.
You know, if you think she done gained a little too much, I think it looks a lot different in a mature relationship. Instead of you saying, "Oh, you need to do this. How about I help you do this? Let's try this." You know, that's what it looks like in a mature relationship. So I think a lot of his perspective, the reason it sounds like it doesn't apply here, is that you're just dealing with people who are more mature.
Right.
The next day.
Single ladies, the men are speaking. Specifically, What the Funk Is This had a lot to say. Big Guy Journey, you also, shout out to you also. You guys gave great commentary, great questions, great feedback on that video. But now I'm calling out the ladies. I want to hear from the single ladies because it's nice to get the men's perspective, but I want to put together a panel where you both have a respectful conversation to just air out some things, get an understanding, chop it up a little bit, and hopefully, maybe there'll be a matchmaking going on there as a result. So yeah, y'all chime in. I'm going to link my email below. If you are single and you're interested in joining in a panel, yes, you have to cam up. Yes, you need to make sure that your beautiful face is live. And we're just going to have a doggone discussion about everything that What the Funk brought up, Big Guy Journey, and whatever else I have in my little noggin. So if you're interested in joining this panel and you're every bit of single, leave me an email or comment below. Thank you. See you soon.